All right, so good day, students. This is the part two of our accounting cycle. So the second part is posting the ledger entries or the general ledger. No? So sa ledger na po tayo. In doing your ledger entries, so we need to have our journal entries first, no? Kasi nga, connected yan, part 1, part 2, and so on and so forth. So here on the ledger, sabi natin na ledger, this is the summarization of all the accounts. So chronologically ordered, but by accounts siya. So say for example, here, ang pagkakasunod-sunod niya, so we first need to put all the assets, no? So, ang code niyan ay from 101 to 199. So, we have the liabilities. So, that is 201 to 299. So, we have the capital and drawing or the withdraw. So, as for this one, both of this is part of owner's equity or the parte ng pagmamay-ari ni owner. So that's why sometimes or most of the time, ang capital ay binibigyan natin ng code na 301, ang drawing naman ay 302. But then again, it depends actually on different accounting books and of course sa businesses din, no? So, but for this lesson, so ganito yung gagawin natin. Then after the drawing, we have the income, which is 401 to 499. And then we have the expense. So expenses 501 to 599. So I'm not saying na this is what we use all the time kasi nga po again, iba-iba po 'yan sa iba't ibang businesses. So in your for sure yung mga teachers din nyo din ay gumagamit din ng mga different codes, no? So sa atin, ito po yung gagamitin natin. So we will proceed first with all the 101. And 101 is cash, no? Based on our journal chart of accounts. So ito yung susundan natin. So we have the cash. Ang gagawin lang natin, we will locate all the cash transactions and put it or transfer it inside our ledger. No? So it is about posting or transferring the amounts here from the journal to our ledger. So as for the format, kung mapapansin nyo, we have two sides here. So we have the debit side. So this is the debit side. And we have the credit side. So ito naman si credit. No? So kay cash muna tayo. So puntahan si journal. Tignan ang first transaction. We have cash. Nasaan ang cash? Na kay debit. So, lalagay lang natin dito kay ledger, October 1. And then, galing siya saan? So, JR means journal reference. So, here, our journal reference, since I don't have pages here, so this is just considered as yan, lahat yan ay page 1. So, this is just page 1. So, meaning to say, if I will put it here, ang reference ko kay journal ay galing kay 1, kay page 1. So, that's why I put here the J1. And then, inside the debit, so, magkano yung price? So, that is 223,000. And then, balik ka ulit kay journal, hanapin ang cash. So, we have here cash on October 3 on the credit side. So, lagay mo lang ulit yan. Galing kay page 1. And then the as for the item, so we will just leave this blank because in some cases, no, nilalagay yan specifically kung paanong form siya. Halimbawa, sa mga supplies, ganyan. So, ilan yung item, ilang piraso. So, as for this sample, hindi natin i-specify yan. So, we will just put here na cash transaction only. Hindi natin lalagay kung saan ba siya galing, kung sa service revenue ba, kung sa sales revenue ba, or so on, no? So, ganyan lang po muna. And then next, proceed ulit tayo. So, October 4, wala tayong cash. October 5, wala ding cash. October 8, may cash. Nasaan ang cash? Na kay debit. So, punta ulit kay ledger. This is the debit side. Let's put the date here. And then, galing kay page 1. And then, let's put the value or the amount. Okay? And then, balik ka ulit kay journal. Tingin ulit kay journal. So, we have here cash. Nung 15, nasaan ang cash? Na kay credit. So, punta ulit kay ledger. Lagay dito kay credit side. So, we have here October 15. Galing kay page 1. And then, the amount is 7,000. So, go back again to the journal. So, ganun lang siya. We are just going back to our journal to locate all the accounts and summarize it here. Kasi ang ledger is the summarization of all the accounts, no? Pagsasama-samahin natin yung mga magkakaparehong accounts. So now, we have cash on October 15 on the debit side. Credit, sorry. So that's 7,000. And then next, we also have cash on October 20, debit. Ayan. Page. Then the amount. The next. So we have credit cash on October 22. So cash on the credit side, 22 October. Galing kay page 1. And then the total is 800. Next, balik ka ulit. We also have cash on October 25 on the credit side. So, lagay natin yan, October 25, credit side, and then amount. And the next one, the last one, we have cash on the debit side. So, that is on October 30. So, debit. Ito po si debit side ha. So, October 30, page 1, and then the amount. So, that is 5,600. Now, we are done with all our cash transactions. Ito na siya lahat. So, the goal of the ledger is for us to get the end balance. So, ito siya. End balance. Okay? So, pag sinabi natin end balance, this is the final or the end total for each account. No? So, kailangan nating makuha yung pinakang total or the end balances on each account titles. So, as for cash, if we will add all our debit cashes, we will get a total of 237,600. So, we will just put it on the, gamitan natin ng color gray kasi it will be an indication of using a pencil. Kung familiar kayo sa pencil putting, so yun yung ginagawa natin just to have a guide. Guide lang to yung pencil. Para alam natin yung totals. Kasi hindi pa end to. Hindi pa ito yung final na total for the cash. No? So, meron pa tayong isa dito. So, here, we have 34,800. So, paano ulit nakuha ang 237 at ang 34? Inad lang natin lahat ng debit cash to get this one at inad lang din natin lahat ng credit cash para makuha yung total na to. Now, this is not yet the end balance or the end total. Kailangan natin i-subtract ang both side, which is the debit total and the credit total, to get the final balance for the cash. Kailangan iisa lang ang sagot dito. Okay? So, ngayon, how do we get that? So, we will just subtract our debit total with our credit total. So, by subtracting that, we will get a total of 202,800. So, mapapansin nyo, bakit natin siya dito nilagay sa debit side? So, ang reason kung bakit nasa debit side yung final total or the end balance for cash is because 237,600 is greater, okay? It is greater than the total from the credit cash. That's why the final balance will go now here on the debit side. Okay? Debited na or nasa debit side na si cash. And this amount, the 202,800, is now the final balance for cash. Ito na yung tinatawag natin na end balance or the end total for the cash, no? And then, after that, sabi natin, di ba, sunod-sunod siya. So, after the 101, followed siya by 102. No? So, kung ang 102 natin is si accounts receivable, so, pupunta ulit tayo kay journal and locate all the accounts receivables. So, wala tayo sa October 1, wala din sa October 3, wala din sa October 4, October 5 ay meron. So, nasaan ang accounts receivable na kay debit? So, balik tayo kay ledger. Lagay natin dito kay debit side. So, let's proceed with the date. And then, page number, which is the page 1 or J1. And then, amount. Okay? And then, proceed tayo again with the journal. Let's see if meron pang accounts receivable. So, wala kay 8, wala kay 15, kay 20 ay mayroon. So, nasaan ang accounts receivable? Inside the credit naman, credit side. So, in the ledger, lagay lang natin ulit, October 20, nasa credit side, page number is page 1, and then the amount is also 6,500. Now, same with the cash amounts or the cash totals. We have an entry. So, may entry tayo dito sa debit side at meron tayong entry or amount dito sa credit side. So, para makuha natin yung final balance or the end balance, kailangan natin itong i-subtract. Okay? So, if we have two different sides, the debit and credit, isusubtract natin yan. So, 6,500 minus 6,500 is now 0. Okay? So, 0 na siya. It is now 0. So, either way, ilagay ko man si 0 dyan or si 0 dito, wala pong kaso yan. Kasi pareho naman sila. Ina-apply lang natin yung ganito kapag ka nakita natin kung sino yung mas mataas sa dalawa. Pero dito kasi, sa dalawang ito, since pareho silang 6,500, kahit saan ko ilagay yung 0, it doesn't matter naman. No? So, next tayo with the painting supplies. So, painting supplies is 103. That's why ito yung aking isinunod. No? So, balik kay journal. Locate the painting supplies. Ayun. So, nasa October 4. So, nasaan siya? Debit. So, balik tayo ulit. Lagay natin dito kay debit side. Date is October 4. Galing kay page 1. And the total is 5,200. So, balik kay journal, hanapin, meron pa bang painting supplies? Wala na. So, ibig sabihin, kung ito na yung final, we just have to put the end balance. So, sa case na to, actually, ito yung mga pinakamadadaling gawin. Kasi, since isa lang siya, meaning to say, ayun na rin yung kanyang ending balance. No? You don't have to think critically pa dito. Basta kung mag-isa lang siya, yun na rin yung end total niya or end balance niya. So, isulat mo lang siya dito. Pagsama-samahin natin, kailangan magkakatapat yan. Dahil debit side ito. So, dito siya pag debit. Pag credit, syempre dito nyo ilalagay. So, service vehicle. Nasaan ang service vehicle? So, nasa, ayun, October 3. So, we have service vehicle on the debit side. So, puntahan ulit natin. October 3. Sorry, October 7. Is it October 7? It's October 3. Mali ako. October 3, galing kay page 1, and then the total is 57,000. So, tignan natin kung may service vehicle pa. Ayan. So, wala na. So, dahil wala na, balik tayo dito, and then, proceed na agad with the end balance. So, the end balance is 57,000 also. Now, let's move forward with our liabilities. So, tapos na tayo sa lahat ng ating assets, proceed na tayo kay liabilities. No? So, we have here the accounts payable, ang code niya or ang account number niya is 201. So, balik lang kayo kay journal. Accounts payable, hanapin. So, wala. Ito, nasa October 4. Nasaan ang accounts payable? Na kay credit. So, punta tayo dito. Dito ang credit side. Again, this is the credit side. So, dito natin ilalagay yung date. So, let's put October 4 here. Galing kay page 1. And then, the amount, which is 5,200. So, tignan natin kung meron pa ulit accounts payable. So, accounts payable. Alright. So, dahil wala nang accounts payable, balik tayo dito. And then, proceed with the end balance or the end total, no? So, from 5 to here, the inputs, ilagay natin ngayon yung end balances, no? So, this is the end balance for accounts payable. Next is the notes payable. Balik ulit kay journal. Where is your notes payable? So, we have here October 3, 35,000 on the credit side. So, balik kay ledger. Credit daw. Lagay natin yan sa credit side. October 3, galing kay page 1. Total is 35,000. So, punta ulit tayo kay journal and let's see kung meron pa. October 4, walang notes payable. October 5, 8, 15, 20, wala din. 22 ay wala rin. Ayun, na kay October 25. So, October 25, may notes payable tayo na 5,000 on the debit side. So, punta ulit kay ledger. Nasaan daw? Balikan natin. Notes payable nasa debit. So, dito kay ledger, dito tayo maglalagay ng entry. Kasi debit side po ito. So, let's put the date. So, that is October 25, page 1, J1, and then the amount is 5,000 pesos. So, now, let's see if meron pa tayong notes payable. So, October 30 ay wala. So, meaning to say, we have to subtract it again because there is a debit notes payable and credit notes payable, kailangan natin yung isubtract, no, to get the final balance. So, 35,000 minus 5,000 is equals to 30,000. Now, sino ang mas mataas sa kanila? Is it the 35,000 on the credit side or the 5,000 on the debit side? So, you can see, sa credit po yung mas mataas. Meaning to say, yung 30,000 ay ilalagay natin ngayon dito kay credit. So, now, your end balance or the final total for the notes payable is now 30,000 pesos. Okay? Ito na yung final natin. Ito na yung end balance natin for the notes payable. Hindi yung 5,000, hindi rin yung 35. Ito na pong 30,000. Okay? Next, let's proceed with the capital. So, we only have one capital here and nasa October 1 siya. So, October 1, we have the capital which is 223,000 on the credit side. So, punta tayo kay ledger, ilagay natin siya kay credit side. So, that happened noong October 1. Galing siya sa page 1, total of 223,000. And since mag-isa lang yan, proceed tayo agad with the end balance or yung final total niya, which is the 223,000. Next, let's move forward with the service revenue. So, tapos na tayo sa capital. We don't have drawings. Kaya, proceed na tayo agad with the income or revenue. So, here we only have two revenues. So we have here on October 5, we have 3. We have here on October 5 on the credit side. Another one, October 8, nasa credit din. And then, we have also October 30, nasa credit. No? So, tatlo po yan na parehong nasa credit. So, kung lalagyan natin sa ledger, dito natin siya lalagay sa side na to. So, let's put all the dates here. Yan, tatlo yan. Then, galing kay page 1. And the total amount is, ayan. So, we have 6, 5, 2, 5, and 5, 6. Now, what are we going to do if they are all in the same side? Kasi lahat sila nasa credit side. Do we have to subtract it? Hindi po. So, parang sa math lang yan. Ang debit, let's consider debit as the positive side, no? Kumbaga ito si plus. Tapos si credit naman yung minus. And in the rules, no? In the rules, kapag plus or positive and negative, we subtract it. That's why yung ginawa natin dito, so this is the positive, let's say this is the positive and this is the negative. So we get now the 30,000 kasi sinubtract. Same with then dito sa may cash, no? So, dito naman kay service revenue, since isang side lang yan lahat, ang gagawin lang natin is i-add lahat ng value or lahat ng amounts, no? So, 6,5 plus 2,5 plus 5,6 is equals to, it is now, wait lang. Yeah. So, it is now 14,600 pesos. So, tinotal lang natin siya and then now we're going to put it here on the end balances, no? So, the final total for your service revenue is now 14,600. This is the totality of your revenue. Next, let's have the salaries expense. So, punta lang ulit kayo dito and let's see nasaan ang salaries expense. Ayan. So, nasa October 15 on the debit side. So, isa lang naman yan. So, lagay natin siya sa debit side. 7,000. 7,000. So, debit side, lagay ang date. Lagay ang page number. And the total or the amount. So, we have 7,000. And since mag-isa lang yan, let's proceed now with the end balance. So, the end balance or the end total, same lang yan. Ililipat mo lang. Kasi mag-isa lang naman yan. So, meaning to say that is now already the final balance, no? The final total for the salaries expense. Next, let's proceed with the utilities expense. Isa lang din yan. So, we have October 22, 800 on the debit side. So, October 22, 23 here. 22, galing kay page 1, 800, and then proceed agad tayo with the end balance. So, this is now the final balance for utilities expense. Okay? So, now, we are done. Kasi, ito na yung pinakadulo natin, yung 502. No? Tignan nga natin kung tama. So, ang pinakadulo natin ay si 502. So, meaning to say, tapos na tayo. Ayan. So, ganito lang po ang paggawa ng general ledger. No? So, kailangan ang pagkakasunod-sunod natin ay by account. No? By account title or the account number. So, ngayon, malalaman nyo lang na tama yung ginawa nyo if magbabalance yan. Okay? So, kailangan sila po ay mag-balance. So, paano magbabalance yan? Kukunin nyo lang lahat itong mga totals, the end balances, and then add it all. No? I-add nyo lang lahat yan. Same with the credit side, lahat ng nasa end balances, ito po, i-add nyo lang yung mga yan. At kapag yan ay, yung total niyan ay pareho sa total dito sa debit, meaning to say, yung ginawa po ninyo ay tama, no? So that's all for our part 2, which is the general ledger. We will proceed now with our part 3, which is the trial balance. So see you in our next video.